Right, so what happened last week?
Oh, Dan, you asked how Eli was doing.
Hey, bud.
He can't hear you.
No, I know. But...
We started still at Fort Tuscan, didn't we? Which shows how much we covered last time, actually. We spent ages agonising about what to do next. And then decided to radio in to the others. And then it quickly became apparent that we didn't need to do anything else on this quest, and that we were given 3 jobs to choose from. And the other guys chose the quest. And then we picked up the guys at Fort Tuscan. And then we were ready to start some questing. We are splitting the party, doing 2 quests. One is that there was a distress signal from the Swan Diver, and it's a lost drifting research facility, a former docking station, and Remux, Orin, Thaddeus, Triasec, and Click Click are going to go and find out what's going on with that one. Meanwhile, we are also taking the second job, which is that there is a pod racing event, and there is a criminal skimming ring that is going on, and we are going to get in on that action. And Isar, Kira, Spanners, Lynn are going on that quest, but we need to retrieve Spanners pod racer from Taris, because Spanners not only wants to go and participate in the skimming ring, he also wants to do some racing, and he's refusing to use any other pod racer. He wants to get his one back, even though he might die trying to retrieve it. So those guys are going to Taris to retrieve Spanners' hammer, the pod racer. The quest we declined to do was something to do with Transdotions on the planet that we're on, Tatooine. Over to someone else. There's some starters.
I think it was to do with Imperials.
Yeah, it was to do with an Imperial segment that had been placed on Tatooine, but they were causing trouble for some of the illegitimate businesses owned by other people for the Baron. So it was to make them understand / disappear was the third job.
We weren't interested.
No.
Someone else want to take over?
I can try. For the ship bit. So we went onto the ship and we eventually made it across to the command center at the top, I think it was, where we found a little creature. Remix tried to force hold it. It didn't really like that, and it kept switching between like red and blue eyes. And then I think he squeezed a bit too hard and it got more angry. Eventually, Oren gave it a data pad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. And then Oren gave it a data pad, and then things went horribly wrong. I can't remember exactly how the combat played out, but did we get it in the end, or did it escape?
Yeah, it assimilated the data pad into its body and grew in size, and then Remix dropped it, and it was burnt by a flamethrower blast.
It tricked you like a little tricksy, because you were like, oh no, let's talk to it. And it pointed to the data pad, and we were like, oh, it wants to talk to us.
No. Then I think we all got grav shoots down. Oren didn't want to go, but was sort of like followed along grudgingly. And we all got to the bottom, and we went into the storage area, and we started exploring for, I think, crates and bits and pieces and desks, and found a couple items. I can't remember what all the items are. One of them was like a trap shooting thing, which Oren found. There was an overpowered weapon, which I think Remux found.
Disruptor pistol.
A disruptor pistol, 3 EM grenades, and a I can't remember the
Tangle gun 7.
Tangle gun. There you go.
And then fighting ensued. does anybody else want to play? I can't remember the exact details.
I can't remember what happened in the fight. Hey, Remix, like, don't remember at all what happened there.
I mean, I know he was trapped in the beginning, and then I think somebody got too close, and there was lots of fire.
There was it was trapped by the Tangle Gun 7. There was lots of fire. Remix and Tresic tried to shoot it from range, then decided it wasn't working very well, and Remix jumped into melee range, but hid behind the droid so that he didn't get flamed by Professor Thaddeus. Very specific there. Thaddeus got knocked prone, or dove prone in order to not get shot, and we ended up killing it or destroying it. And then Remix said in his voice, "I think we should leave." Like that.
And then Thaddeus said, "We're not leaving until we get enough money to get paid or to make it worthwhile, because Lynn will just never let it go."
Yeah. That was before the fight. That's why he decided to come down to the weapons. Weapons, then back up to...
Antiquities?
That's it, and then back past. I did write down the order, actually, wherever I put it. A couple of things that you missed. The team number 2 had to borrow a ship from Baron von Skila. On the side of that ship was Redview Logistics, the name on the side of it. You called it... Where did I put it? You called it something really weird.
Sounds like us.
There it is. You called it...
It was awesome.
The borrowed budgie.
That's it. The borrowed budgie. Excuse me. The order of the grid going down was the biolab, flora, chems, antiquities, cybernetics, weapons, and then storage underneath the weapons section. And some of us
And
grabbed
unbeknownst to us, Remix has seen something on a manifest and wants to go to antiquities a lot.
That was Dr. Beige that showed it to him on the manifest when you asked him to look at what was there to see if it was of worth. Dr. Beige also asked you to join the crew officially back on the Pilfered Parrot after he handed you all some noodles that he cooked very nicely for you and told you about the stocked pantry. He asked to officially join the crew, and I'm not sure what the answer was, but he came with you anyway to the space station.
I think Remix just said, "I need him," and people were like, "Oh, okay."
No one argues with Remix. And speaking of Dr. Beige, that's exactly where we pick up. You guys have had a fight with the thing, destroyed it, and said that we should go. And I believe Remix said, well, you head back towards the elevator shaft. It's at this point you hear over your communications, oh, help me, I'm being chased. If you remember, you heard all the scuttering when the fight broke out. And across the room on the other side, you see Dr. Beige running from a few of these things that are chasing him. And he runs into a storage cupboard very, very fast and slams the door shut, but not quick enough, as a couple of these things jump in with him. From your position, if you move, however you want to go, you see, the storage cupboards have got like a little air vent at the front, sort of a third, 2/3 of the way door. From inside there, you see pew pew lights of blaster shots going off and an electrical discharge. And Dr. Beige then comes out going, "Oh, thank you, young lad. What are you doing hiding in the cupboard?"
Thaddeus opens his mouth, getting ready to flame anything that comes out.
And what you see rolling out is an R3 droid.
Hello? Hello?
I think his voice emulator might be fixed. One moment. Taps him on the head. Does that work now? Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for saving me.
Who might you be?
R3 3D. Read.
Reed, what can you tell us about this place?
Danger.
I agree. Danger, yes, we have established that much. What I would like us to do is get something of value and then get the hell out of here. You are welcome to accompany us if you would like. I assume these things will just assimilate you
We'll follow.
if you stay. Okay, but value first. Where are the where are the goodies? Do you know what the goodies are? What was your designation in this space station? I need to get into Professor
Designation
Thaddeus.
friend.
It'll happen. Sorry. Designation friend. Okay. I think we need ISAR to take a look at this guy's circuitry.
No need. I could. What information you want to know? I'll fiddle. And he just goes behind R3 and starts fiddling with things. Don't worry, lad. I'm just going to see if we can fix your memory for a bit of help. We don't know what's going on in here. And you see a spark happen. He goes, oh! And up pops on Reed's display, like R2's display. Andrew will tell you.
His hollow projector.
Yes, is it?
Yes. Wait, what was the name of the little things that came down? Sorry.
Reed has designated them screamers.
Screamers. Yeah. Experiment screamers. And he shows you like a little picture of them like right in the beginning. Great experiment. Very, very wrong later. And then he sort of like shows them as like assimilating and getting worse. And then he's people gone everywhere. Reed hide. Reed find you.
Well, Reed, I think we found you. But
Reed safe friend.
Yes, thank you about that again.
friend. Yes. Reed, what do you know about the station? Can you tell us where the valuable things are?
Value? No. Research?
Research is good.
Experiments everywhere.
I think we should take him with us. My suspicion is that he might have some of the research data stored on his memory banks. He might be valuable himself.
Great. And the
Reed follow.
let's just make sure he doesn't get eaten. Yeah, or you, Thaddeus. Come to think about it, actually, because that'll just make him stronger.
I mean, they can eat you too. That gelatin thing comes from somewhere. To the artifacts, I think we know that we need to go down there, right? Are we still agreed with that part of the plan?
Yes.
Up to the artifacts. We're in space, it's all relative.
As you're discussing, obviously you've been hearing the movement around. Orin joined you to see what was going on, then wandered off to look at the tables while you were talking to Reed, and ended back over near the elevator shaft that you came in. And as he hears the wrap up of the conversation, maybe move on, he turns to call to you and say, "Are we going up the shaft?" And you see a spike go through his chest. And then he gets yanked into the elevator shaft and up.
No!
You might hear screaming for a second on the microphone until it cuts out.
Does he drop the disruptor pistol as he gets pulled away?
No. maybe you hear the blasts going off up the up there.
Going up.
Well, you
Is
saw
he being pulled up?
pulled
or down?
up. Yeah, he got pulled up.
Okay. We must find Orin and rescue him
Right,
on the way.
straight up there after him then.
Exactly. Let's go.
I want to know how everyone else is going to climb the elevator shaft.
Force jump. That's my answer.
Reed, do you have thrusters?
Reed has thrusters.
Okay, well, Dr.
Christ,
Beige,
he
it looks like
sweeps
you are
up
now taking the
Thaddeus.
stairs.
Okay, Thaddeus, I can't fly either. Shall we go before the sounds get worse? Yes?
Are you going up the shaft? We'll have to take the stairs.
Let's go together up the stairs.
You can
I mean,
still
Remux
force sleep up the stairs if you like.
Or,
Let's
Remux,
go.
can you force sleep with Dr. Beige? Could you carry him? No, okay.
Remus looks him up and down and goes,
Oh, too many noodles.
let's stick together.
Okay.
Up the stairs.
Going to stairwell?
Can we
So-
just have a quick look through up the shaft first to try and get a clue as to which floor he was pulled into? Like, so as he pulls off, we run after him, obviously, because our buddy's getting captured. So do we see, like, kind of what floor?
No. He's gone before you get to the shaft.
Okay.
Up the stairs.
Stairs? Okay. So you're going to
Oh, are we still? Sorry, Dan. Are we still saying? Open question. Just party. Are we bothering yourself, or are we just going?
I think they probably know where we are, and we probably just need to move quick.
Okay, let's go.
Sorry, that was a Ross perspective.
I can't stealth anyway as Remix, so I don't know why I'm asking.
Okay, so you make it to the stairwell. You push open the door slowly and looking. I assume that's what you meant by that. And you can see a big square stairwell goes around the edge, and it's like a big shaft down the middle, so you can look up and down almost the whole ship. Appears to be okay in here. Doesn't appear to be anything that you can directly see.
I'm going up already. There's no hesitation or messing around here.
Okay. So you were on weapons, which is the bottom. The next level up is cybernetics.
We keep going.
Keep going.
No?
It's like their nest, isn't it?
The next level is antiquities. Okay. So you get to the door. Who is opening the door?
Aren't we looking for Oren? Can we just establish this? Like, Andrew, is this an OC character kill? Like, you want this guy gone? You have no interest? Is
Ben's
there a
already
plot you need to
downloaded
do?
into an elevator we wasn't showing interest in at the end of last session, so
Yeah. So I just want to know if we should, because in character, Thaddeus is going to chase after him, but if it's going to ruin the plot and the story, then I'd rather we just leave it.
yes, that.
So
Yeah.
step out of the character a little bit and be a little bit out of character,
Yeah,
the in character.
I see Andrew's trying something new. So you don't worry about Oren for the meantime. As far as you're concerned, he's dead. Or taken.
Oh no! Anyway,
Antiquities. So you're met with a door. Obviously, there's no power because the power went off upstairs in the command module. So you'll have to force the door open.
go on, Thaddeus, get that door open.
Now,
Wait, Reed. Lockpick.
After you then.
I have no idea how to use lockpick.
Reed quickly establishes there's no power to the door.
Oh, power.
Roll one.
Trey,
Oh, yeah.
Trey.
Think I might have a key for this door, you know, actually.
Okay. So you open the door, opens up wide enough so you can all go through, should you wish to. And it's just a floor with...
No, big enough that Reed can get through, but not
larger
beige.
things. Right, okay. Oh, my buttons are stuck. Could somebody help me?
just so it's uncomfortable for him to pass through.
He'll lose all of his buttons. He'll go, oh, I liked that shirt. Never mind. Carry on. He's picking up his buttons.
Fucking out now.
Is this better? I'm getting some air. Once he picks up his buttons, he goes, oh, the Marvels. And he sort of indirectly pushes you out the way. You know when someone wants to get past you because they're not being aggressive, they're just like, look at the wonders in this room. And he takes out the datapad and he goes, there's much more here than they said on their itinerary. Oh, there's...
Doctor,
Yes.
valuable things now.
Yeah, well, one moment. There's a lot in this room. When you actually look at the room, it looks gigantic, and there's all different stands with things on it. Some are under like lamps or mechanical equipment doing scans. There's big stone tablets that are standing up, obviously being so that people can read them. Whatever. There's a lot in this room. And he goes, okay, right, valuables first. Okay, Thaddeus, there's a stone tablet, designation 41J5. Could you go find that, please? The designation will be on the pedestal where it's sitting, somewhere over there. Tresic, you need to find 12G4. That is going to be over there. Hello.
Trissic as a character will go and find something to put things in.
Okay. He'll give you the code, but don't pay attention to it, so you can go get a bag if you want, or whatever you can find, a crate or something. Reed, are you
all
going...
this fucking nerd shit, it's going to be worth a fortune.
The camera's just moved. Reed, are you going to help young chap?
Read help.
Could you find designation J2778? It's somewhere over there. It should be okay for you to lift. It's just a... Well, it looks like a long cylinder thing, but you'll find it. You'll find it. Remux. You're going over here to M4785. Okay. Oh, and I'll get this one. Designation Z7782. Yes. Quickly now. And he starts hurrying off towards his designation. So what do you find, Thaddeus, when you get to yours is just like a stone tablet, but it's very, very old. I was going to say Kira there, but it's not Kira, it's Reed. Reed, you find like a long cylinder tube. Looks like a kind of like a long drum kind of thing. Nick, you find like this weird crystal. It's like a big crystal-y thing. Remix, you find something small, but you recognise it immediately and go, "Oops, that's in my pocket," and
A spit.
something
Or
like
a
that.
Let's go with this.
Let's go with that bit, yeah. And Dr. Beige walks over to what appears to be like just a bag of coins, and he goes, chink chink. Oh, these will be definitely worth. Right, puts them in his satchel. Goes, are we waiting for anything else, or have we got to go?
I found like a small crate, you know, like those collapsible crate type sizes, and they've just put a load of shit in it. Just stuff that looks interesting.
Okay, no worries. Be careful with the... okay, fair enough. Don't worry, we'll check that they're okay later. Right, anybody else need anything else on this floor? I mean, there's a couple of ceremonial spears and weapons that might look good on the ship, but... I tell you what.
Value are we at currently, Dr. Beige?
Well, all of the things, I don't know what's in the basket over there, because I didn't quite see, but probably about 15 to 18,000.
Do we stay for one more scoop? Is there anything more valuable here?
There's a couple of books on this list that could be worth something. I mean, books are very, very old, as you would guess. Everything's datapads now, so they're over there, but I mean, maybe a few thousand? Maybe take us up to 20? Something like that.
I extend my senses to see if I can feel for anything else in this room.
Sure.
Wow.
You kind of feel. You feel a lot of things.
Mm.
You feel
Aroused.
Aroused is one of those. Yeah. You can feel that there's kind of like echoes coming off a lot of stuff, but nothing directly that you look at it and go, that is force sensitive or force, something to do with the force. There's lots of kind of echoes of maybe like memories or something that are coming off certain things, but nothing. But what you do feel is there's a lot of movement on the floor below you and around.
Mm-hmm. Remix will relay that. I can sense a lot of movement below us. I don't think we should linger.
I'm just going to grab one of these spears because they look fantastic, and then we're done. Let's go. We can go whenever you're ready. And he pulls out this really, really, really big spear with a giant head on it that doesn't look practical.
Is there another one?
Yes, sure. Would you like one? Here you go.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to fit in your basket, but I can't run like this. I've got to hold my shirt closed. I'm ready to go. I don't think there's anything else of value. I mean, we could stop off at the chemical lab. There could be some expensive compounds, or the bio lab. There might be some medical equipment, but that depends on how much time we have.
I would say that 15,000 is not a bad score for our first haul. What was our percentage? 60.
25.
25. Oh, that's not good enough.
The other items on this floor, I mean, I don't know what's in the crate. There could be some expensive things, but everything else on the floor is going to be too big to move. We'd need to use the freight elevator, but I don't want to go near that.
Medical labs.
Yeah, if we can go and get ourselves some research data, that's always worth a fortune, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we ain't going anywhere near that bio shit if that's where these come from. It's going to be a mess.
Read, were they bio or cybernetics?
A cross between.
Both.
I'm with Trey then. We skipped the bio.
Friendship.
Friendship? You want to be our friend?
No. Yes. Friends have ship.
Oh! I see now. We have a ship. We're going there now. Well, soon.
Danger. Move fast.
Back to the stairs.
Are we stopping at medical?
You got to leave this room first.
So what is up? What is between us and the ship?
So directly above you is the chemical lab, then passed by the flora, which if you remember looked like a botanical garden, from the way we described it. And then you've got the bio lab.
Have a peek in the two labs on the way up? Reed, are we likely to find anything worth taking in either the bio lab or the chemical lab?
Experiments lab.
Is that one of the two I just mentioned? Or is that another one?
Experiments or labs.
Hmm.
Of the two, I postulate that the chemistry lab is probably the safest for us, and likely to possibly contain some valuable research. Shall we stop there? Because there's no medical, I don't think. Okay, we'll stop at the chem lab.
Oh, see, I feel like we haven't taken that much damage or strain yet, so we can take some more.
So you go back to the stairs. Is that right? And you start to shuffle out into the stairs, and it's at that point that someone looks over the edge. Who looks over the edge downwards?
Oh, why did I say that?
Who looks over?
I think Remux would. He's a security guy. He's going to be checking on our safety.
So you look over the edge, and you just catch a glimpse of light, just like a real shimmer. Like, I wonder what that is. Waiting there for a few seconds, or maybe even shining a torch down, you see a spider web of all of these droid creatures that have kind of joined hands to create a web. And then in the middle, you can see them all moving and starting to funnel upwards, creating an upward draft towards you. And as you stare at them a bit more, the top one sees you and screams.
EMP grenade? I mean, Remix wouldn't know how to work one. That's an OC suggestion.
Reed immediately moves backwards from the EMP grenade.
I mean, if you suggest that, then Thaddeus will go chuck one down there.
Oh my god, look at that! Look! Can we use one of those PME things we found downstairs? Remix doesn't really know what they are.
Good idea, Remux. I'll go throw one down there as we're going. It's on the move. It's kind of like throw and go.
Okay, I'm going to have a ranged light attack then, I believe, which is grenades. I'm going to have it... I assume you're just aiming for the mass, is that right, in the middle?
Yeah, I'm going to try and hit the mass in the middle to try and like collapse it so that it doesn't build up as fast.
The distance from you to where they've made the spider web at the bottom, I'm gonna go with long. Yeah, I'm gonna go with long. So hard. Long drop.
I will spend a maneuver to aim. Hard is 3, right?
That's right.
Oh my god!
Absolutely bossed it. Perfect. So how does this grenade go off to collapse this growing ladder of bots?
I just want to see, isn't it? It's 2 crits to activate blast on a grenade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something like that.
Yep.
I mean, 2 advantages to activate blast. So it's pretty. That's a pretty big explosion right now, and it's hitting everything around it.
Yep. That's fine.
It goes in, and it just happens to plant like right at the base of that little tower, and then as it triggers, you see that they are actually conducting the EMP pulse. So it doesn't just blast out a little bit, it kind of like travels through them as they are holding each other. It kind of like pulses through them like a shock through human beings. So it goes.
Nice. And then you just see the bottom give out first, and they start falling, and then the cylinder that was growing starts to fall as well. You just see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bots to start falling down. And as you watch them go, it looks quite pretty. It looks like snowfall maybe going down a large elevator shaft. And then a few seconds later you hear another scream, and then you see them coming up the stairs. Not those ones, they've gone, but some more coming up the stairs. Pretty fast.
Maybe it's time to go. Maybe we don't have time for this.
There's always time for a little more. I think we should try our luck.
Messick. Thoughts? So we're running.
But it's always nice to get a scrap or two in it. We do a bit of both. A little bit of ducking, a little bit of diving, get a little bit of info, grab some grab some chemicals, see what works, kill a few things, don't get eaten. It's all good.
So you're charging up to the chemical lab door. Same deal as before. It's closed, no power. So I assume Trasset just opens them up with these super. I imagine there was gold for some reason of color. I don't know why. I don't know. Opens up the door.
That'd be so shabby.
I don't know why. I just imagine it was gold. Opens up the door, but obviously now the door is slightly open.
I think he's not fucking around this time. He actually just like rips the door off and throws it down the stairway.
Oh, okay. Right, fair enough. Okay, you hear a load of clanking and crushing,
Just
and,
for a laugh, yeah.
things. But now there's no door when you've gone into the chemical lab, and you can still hear things coming up. The chemical lab looks. I'll just describe as you go in. It looks white. There appears to be some form of emergency lighting in this particular section. So everything looks nice and white, like it did upstairs in the command area that you saw before the power went off. And there's various machines. They appear to be mixing chemicals or turning things around and all these bits and pieces. You see lots of like Bunsen burners and all the jars and the things going across. I forgot what they're called. Glass jars with everything going across as they distill and whatever. I've forgotten. Whatever. You know what I'm describing. You see storage containers, obviously labelled up with materials, and in the row of machines, there appears to be about 8 of these machines that are sort of mixing and doing stuff.
Thaddeus, hold the door. We'll loot. I'm thinking that having a flamethrower at the door, like a flamethrower turret, would be perfect. Thaddeus, hold the door. We'll loot. We're back in 2 seconds.
And I'll go with my box.
Okay. So
Supermarket sweep in the lab.
So Dr. Page goes with you, and he goes, look, they're the material cupboards. If you're going to find any rem ores, are they going to be in there? And he starts looking at his data pad. He goes, there's nothing on this data pad above this floor. So look in here, maybe some small bits of equipment. Read, how many of those machines were there? The big mixing machines? There's now,
How many was it?
there was 8. There's now 7.
8.
Okay. Oh yes. Well, try and dismantle the motor in one of those. I think that'll be worth some money. They're all tiny little pieces, like cybernetic material. So try to get one of those out quickly. Right, you two, quickly to the material cupboard.
Beige, see what information you can find from these experiments.
Okay. And he goes over to a console and starts.
We just open the cupboards and just
Start pushing materials in, nondescript materials that they use for chemical stuff. Thaddeus, at the door, things start to get a bit hairy. You are in turret mode, I presume, and you see a little thing go straight in front of you, and
It gets fried.
flamed. So I assume so. So it kind of runs around the corner, it gets fried, and you hear it scream. And then you hear a load of echoing screams behind it, obviously, as the flame goes around the corner and projects some bits and pieces. And you stop flaming, and then a couple more run into front of you. So these are the same size as the ones you saw in the command module. A couple more come running into the section, and you see a load more flame goes out. I presume you do it again. A load more screams. And just when you're expecting another load to come running on the corner, none do.
I get the next EMP grenade ready.
Okay.
My assumption is that they are pausing to form up into one of those big bad boys, and they're going to step around. And if they do that, I know how tough these things were. So I've got the EMP grenade ready to go if that thing steps out.
I hate it when players work out what's going on.
Reader's gonna do a scan,
Yep.
facing in that direction,
In the direction that Ross is pointing at, or
where there were things.
where there were things. So can I have a perception check from you? Hard one.
Yeah. Sorry, I need to flip it to one.
Okay. Yeah, so when you came in the room, you saw 8 of these machines. Then when you were asked, you turned around and only counted 7, but said 8 because you didn't want to seem... You're new to the team. Where it was, you see just a little bit of movement next to one of the cupboards. And as you maybe peek a little bit closer or scan, you just see the machine being absorbed into a rather large one of these things, larger than well, you wouldn't have seen the one downstairs, but the one downstairs was like human sized. This one appears to be much larger.
Danger, screamer. Do I have a laser or anything that I can just point at it?
I guess you could point a torch at it.
I'll point
You
a
have a
torch at
laser
it.
pointer. No, it's your character. This is Star Wars. You have a laser pointer. Just
Yeah,
say it.
that's fine. Yeah, you can claim it.
I want a laser pointer. Danger, screamer, and points where the machine was. She, no sex.
Remix stops putting chemicals in the box and draws his sword.
Does he now?
Tracy could put the box down and slide it with his foot over towards the door.
Reed's gonna like a little like rocket thingy's gonna like pop up.
Like he's a predator.
Pretty much.
Let's drop into initiative. It's cool for all 5 of you.
Is it?
Is it?
Is it cool? I'm not so sure. Oh, it is cool.
It is cool. Gonna roll mine after. Has everybody rolled? We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice. So we've got PC. Oh, I haven't rolled my rolls, have I? Idiot. Yep. And PC1. And Ross, you rolled again. No, you didn't. Who's rolling with no name? Anyone? Okay.
It is me. Sorry, I was on mute and I was having a big fat conversation telling you how I was trying to use the special roles roll initiative thing to see if it did something cool.
It puts an initiative just underneath the lights of dark side points. There's a drop down for initiative, and so if you do roll initiative, it puts you into there.
If the URL at the top doesn't have a question mark in your name, then you just need to like set your name.
PC1, 2, PC2, PC3, and PC4. Okie dokie. We're up. So, at the door, steps round. This is the first NPC slot, by the way. Steps round one of the human-sized looking ones right in front of you, Professor Thaddeus. Screams loudly and fires a blaster right at your boat race. He's in short range. You've got 2 ranged defense, is that correct from memory?
I do.
And he misses. Reaches out he's like his hand, and it comes out of his hand. But he misses. Over to PC slot 1. I need some battle music on for this. You want to take it? Go, Tresic. Use a blaster.
Tricyc will draw his big fuck off sword, and try and fight the big thing in this that suddenly appeared in the room with us.
Suddenly appeared. Okay. So you can move up to it and go for it. So as you go in the room, it's kind of behind the machine, behind a little cupboard, but you can clearly see as you go around that is pretty large. It's larger than the one you were fighting in the weapons thing. Go ahead. This one has got 1 melee defense.
Shazam.
For the purposes of... You hit! Congratulations. What's your damage?
10 damage.
10 damage.
Yep. And I crit.
There's a surprise. Okay, what's the crit?
It's crit 1. Every advantage crits. I don't know 2. I've got Pierce 2, by the way.
Okay.
And I've got a plus 60 on my rolls.
Comes the crit monster.
It's me. Oh!
Ooh. Okay.
It loses a brawn.
Yeah, I was just reading that. I was going, that doesn't make sense. 1 for 34 for 1 brawn. Okay, no worries. That's fine.
So it loses a strength basically. Everything it does that has brawn is 1 less.
1 brawn. Got it.
Is it vaguely humanoid?
Kind of, it's a bit of a hulking thing. This one, it's a lot bigger than a humanoid.
Like 2 arms, 2 legs.
Oh yes, yeah.
Body, head, yeah.
Yeah.
It loses an arm, essentially. Like I know it's goo with a bone, isn't it? But he goes through the arm, and it's just a bit of gelatinous flap, like maybe a string. It's just hanging down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That sets the tone for that. Next.
I'll go last, please.
We can go. On the other shoulder, you hit, and out comes a retractable light blaster pistol. So that is a
Range light, that one.
ranged light. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so on the
Short range.
So what difficulty?
That's 1 for short range. Pew. Nice. What's your damage?
It is a 5.
So 6. Nice.
And I class the blue dice to remix.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you just do it to the next allied player, that one, because it's only 1,
okay.
so that will go to
Yep.
Ross if Remix is going last.
Ah.
Unless he
All
chooses
good.
to move forward, which is PC slot 3 now.
He doesn't know who's who anyway.
Are you sure you want to go last?
I've got an idea which requires me to go last.
All right. I'll take this one then. You know what's happening. Flames of death and destiny are coming for.
Oh, you're going to flip a dark side point and you run out of ammo.
When it says limited ammo 1, what does that actually mean? You only have 1 until you go and buy another one, or that you have to reload?
Theoretically reload, but if it's like missiles, you'd have to go get buy some basically.
It's you have the ammo mishaps as well. There's I think that's when that comes in. And doesn't certain weapons they're slow firing, or is that a slow firing characteristic in itself?
I think it's
yeah.
Yeah.
The ammo thing might be when you get if you get 2 blacks, so not 2 blacks, two threat or 3 threat, you run out of ammo, basically.
Okay, so Thaddeus goes to flame this thing and realizes he's out of gas.
No, I'm only joking. I didn't flip it over.
It's fine, dude. If you want to flip a dark point for
no.
that, I'll roll with it. It's all part of the fun, man. Like, absolutely, let's do it.
No, it's fine. Carry on.
No, do it. It's
No,
fun.
no. I'm going to save it to
I like
murder
that,
someone.
yeah.
He's only got
Odd
one.
enough.
He needs to spare it.
Okay. You don't mind.
I don't know what you were worried about, Richard. To get your thing right, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 light side points.
I'm
Think
sorry.
of what I could achieve with that.
You can't win the
It's
game.
close range.
It is close range. Yeah.
So that's 2, right?
That's one.
Oh, 1. That's
Yep.
even better.
But he had range
Okay.
defense. That one. 2 range defense.
2 range defense. I have 2 anti-range defense.
Nice.
Thank God it's only 1 disadvantage.
How much damage?
12.
12
Points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
And he is set ablaze.
Doesn't like that. All of his gelatin stuff is bubbling. Blop, 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 blop.
So for the next 4 rounds, he will be a burning.
On fire. Have you got anything for that threat? Take strain.
Sure.
That was just.
I will take strain as I poop my pants. But then I'm going to spend my maneuver to get cover.
Okay. I'm going to move to some cover. Knock over a container or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab the door. Pick up the door.
No, it's gone. It's gone down the stairs. That one. That was thrown. Okay. So the big hulking one has just been chopped. Not very happy. He's lost a brawn, which is very sad for him. I wonder what happens when you lose a brawn here, Nick, for rules purposes, because he has 1 yellow and 2 greens for brawn.
You lose a green.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case, but we'll do that. Have you got any melee defense? 1, 2. This hulking thing isn't very happy that it's been chopped, and it lashes back out at Triassic and scores a hit for 7 damage.
Is it Pierce? Has he got any Pierce?
No, there isn't any pierce this one. He's
Okay,
just
for
brute force. But doesn't mean anything but brute force. So he hits you. Oh, did I get? No, I didn't get any advantage. Damn it. Okay, no worries. Yeah, this thing just hits you in square in the chest. Doesn't
it lightly taps me.
No, it hurt you. Don't take it away from me.
He takes it like a champ.
Yeah, that's it. And I'm going to spend that threat on giving you a stream. No, I'm not. I'm going to take a stream myself. This character. Okay, over to the next NPC. So, what you see on the other side of the room, Professor Thaddeus, is another one of these things jump round the corner behind the other one and just lunges at you from behind the cover, just throws itself at you. It's going to make a melee attack. I'm going to give you a
I
black,
have 2 melee defense.
and I'm going to give you an extra black for the cover you're behind too. Okay?
Thank you.
I'm not going to give you a black, I'm going to give me a black, but you know, you got it.
I know what you mean.
And it lashes forward and completely misses, very disappointingly. And I'm going to make that thing take a strain as well for missing. Over to PC4.
Okay. So I was thinking that Triassic and Reed have got the big one. So Remix was going to go and support Professor Thaddeus, and I wanted Thaddeus to go first so we could get a flamethrower blast off, and then I was then going to slide under Thaddeus's legs with like a sliding upward lunge But Thaddeus has moved out the way now, so I don't need to do the sliding bit. But I am going to help Thaddeus. The one who just tried to reach for Thaddeus and miss, is that also a humanoid-sized one? So the one that's on fire and this new one, are they both equally big?
Yes.
And the one who's on fire is outside of the room, on fire, and this one's just come into the room and
Yes.
attacked
So the
Thaddeus.
one that got set on fire was kind of in the doorway. It stepped around the doorway and fired a shot at him. The other one stepped round it and lunged at Thaddeus by clearing the distance and tried to attack.
Okay, I think I'm going to lunge at the one that just reached for Thaddeus. So I'm going to charge over to that part of the room and do a thrust at the one that just reached for Thaddeus and leave the other one burning at the door. That's my thinking.
Okay.
Fire.
Fire.
Boom! Oh my god.
No, that misses.
Fucking hell. This is going to be good.
Oh, sorry, can you roll one black? Beg your pardon.
Yes.
I should have said.
So 3 success, 3 advantage.
What damage have you got?
Okay. So it is 6 damage, so 7, 8 damage.
Yep.
And I've got 2 pierce.
Yep.
And then I get a crit on a 2. So let's do a crit with vicious. Special roll. Critical plus 10. Oh. It's distraction.
Oh.
That's rubbish, isn't it?
Well, it's kind of thematical for what you've just done. Kind of. Okay, so he's got 1 crit on him as well, so that's 1 crit. Okay.
And I'm going to pass my remaining advantage, because I crit on 2, to the next player.
Which happens to be Professor Beige.
Oh, okay.
Right, he's in a life and death situation.
He's not a player though, so you know.
Oh, come on, it's thematical. He's really good. He actually throws the spear from that he's picked up, the elemental spear from behind across the room, and tries to throw it at this thing that attacked Thaddeus. I've got you, Thaddeus! As he throws the spear. Oh, he actually hits! Right, okay, he hits. It's not a lot of damage. Doesn't even breach the soak, to be honest with you.
And the blue. I gave them.
Oh yes, it's going to make all the difference.
It
It did! Oh, look at that! I actually had something funny for the threat. I'm going to keep it as funny for the threat. But basically, he threw this spear and it hit the droid. Didn't seem to do any damage to it because it doesn't do a lot. However, he's now got this spear poking out of him. So as in close combat for you, if it turns around, it's going to have this spear. Hey, it might absorb it in a second. You never know. It might use it. And then we're going to go to the top of the round. And that was a really good idea, Nick. Thanks very much. The NPC at the top of the round is going to be this one that's just been hit by the spear. And it pulls it out and swipes. It's going to swipe at Remix because, well, he just chopped him in the face. That wasn't very nice. Let's just get my
That's fair enough.
dice roll. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and you've got 2 melee defense. Is that right?
Correct.
Ah, dang it! Okay, it's clearly not used to using this ornamental spear, or it gets distracted and takes a swing at you, but completely fluffs it. Over to PC slot 1.
I say Remus ducks.
Okay, that's cool. Over to PC slot 1.
Quack.
Whack whack.
Okay, then I'll crit it some more.
I'm going to start allocating these to make it faster. We'll see. Go for it. I've forgotten what his range melee defense was. 1 second. It was. I can't remember where you rolled. There you go. There was one melee defense.
Here those frequencies. And I'm going to aim because now I'm in front of him. Must important. Remember that big smart. Yes. So, another 10 damage.
Okay. Have you got pierce or anything?
2 pierce.
Okay.
And a 70 modded crit is coming your way.
Oh dear.
Rubbish.
Yeah, it's a
Rubbish crit.
It's a droid. They don't breathe. But no, that's fine. He's got 2 crits on him now. 2 crits.
I take a gash out of the middle of him where his lung should be. So he.
That could help if we start to try and run away from them.
That's true.
Because you
Yeah,
can't take strain
true,
to activate maneuvers. So if it gets to that,
Yeah.
PC slot 2. I'm just going to quickly grab it. I can from the fridge while whoever it is thinks about what they're doing. Unless you want to have a wee break.
Not in the second of combat. Do the end of the round.
Okay. Number 2.
I'll go.
Reed, you want it, or I'll take it.
I'll go. Which one was the one that was like most happy with life? Because I want to rocket it.
So, most happy with life.
Well, like looking
big
at
one.
like the big
Well,
one.
you've
Yeah,
got-
I'm taking the big one. It is a ranged heavy, which is one of them, 2 of them. Difficulty
Is a short range for you, and you've got 2 blacks for range defense.
blacks.
Yeah, these things are better at range than they are close to combat.
Take aim maneuver if you want. If you're not going to use your maneuver for anything else.
Yeah, I'll take. So what is that? Just 1 blue.
1 blue, yeah.
2 blacks. Eek.
Score!
I thought that was going to go badly.
Okay, what does the micro rocket do?
The micro rocket does 7.
7. So 8 with the +1? Or is that 6 + 1? 7.
It just says damage 7.
Okay, so 8 then. Yep. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I have 2 things. So actually, that's a crit for this, and it has blast 6. I don't know if that helps.
It would do. Trasic might not be very happy about it, but
I should have thought about that first. It's a bit late now. The rocket's out.
They said it was a large one, so you hit its butt, like far away from traffic.
the wording on Blast is when triggered, targets engaged with the target suffer wounds equal to the rating. However, Trasic is a pure and simple tank, so I don't think it's going to do a lot of damage. Is it 6? Blast 6?
Blast 6.
Yeah, I think it would just give him a suntan, so I'd probably just do it anyway, just for the laugh.
The 6 on the blast though means it hits 6 additional creatures, not the That's not the damage that it does. So it does whatever your attack's damage.
Yeah, it hits for the damage. But fine.
Yeah, 7.
So is my damage 8?
8,
Yep.
yes. Yeah. I don't think Trasic's that bothered. He regenerates, it's fine.
Is the creature
Can you
bothered?
choose to?
Well, it
Can
would
you
be.
choose to activate the blast or not with blast weapons? Oh, so
Yeah,
you don't
Charles
even have
Martin.
to make it blast. You can
Because
choose
he has to
not-
pay. He has to pay the crits for the blast, so he could use the crits for the crit. Sorry, he has to pay the advantage for the blast, so he could actually choose to instead pay the advantage for the crit.
That sounds better.
Is it crit 2 advantage? The micro rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, then do the crit roller. Definitely. Then it doesn't have to do.
And you'll have
blast.
a plus 30 base modifier on that crit as well.
Okay. Cool. So special rolls, critical. Oh, that was I hit that button twice, way too quickly.
So I'll take the first one because he hasn't got the first one. There, you got it twice.
And he also hasn't put the plus 30 on it though. So.
You've got to put a plus 30.
Sorry, I
So-
didn't.
So 79. 79 is overpowered. The target leaves himself open and the attacker may immediately attempt another free attack against him using the exact same pool. See,
Exactly.
fire 2 rockets.
Yeah, the micro rocket magically materializes one of
Reloaded.
itself.
It's split into 2.
Nice.
This one didn't go as well because there wasn't a rocket in the plane.
Hey, do you want to know something fun about blast weapons?
Yes,
You missed
always.
hitting that target, but you can still activate the blast with your 2 advantage and get it anyway.
Wait, what? So from this advantage from the second roll, I can trigger the blast to the previous one.
No. This one that missed, you
Oh,
can
I
still
see.
blow the rocket up and get it with the blast. You'll get me, but that's fine. You can still
Okay.
technically hit with it.
Sounds fun. Let's do that.
So you're going to activate the blast.
I'm gonna activate the blast.
Theoretically, it doesn't do any damage though, right? Because it's didn't actually hit. We'll take
Base
it at
damage,
7.
base-
Yeah, 7. Okay,
Yeah.
so blast 7. Great. So the rocket goes. First rocket goes into the gelatine and creates an opening with a tiny explosion in the gelatine. The second one misses and explodes against the bulkhead, which is just behind the creature. I'm going to flip this now because there's a prime opportunity to use it. So it explodes, does damage to the creature and to Trasic, I presume, but yeah, whatever. However, it does rip a hole in the bulkhead behind you, and well, chemical labs have gas, right, for Bunsen burners and things, and you can clearly see that something in the wall has set fire. This is my dark side point added to that.
That's how get the fuck out of here timer.
Spent too long in this.
That was a cool move, Reed. Well done. PC slot 3. Micro rockets are fun.
Till they run out.
That's it.
You want it, Rich? Okay, I'll take it. Dan, is it possible
Nope.
to line these two screamers up so that I can spurge them both with flame?
Well, herein lies a question about flamethrowers, right? If something's in front of the arc of flame, it would part, right? Like the Red Sea? Or
Yeah, sure, that's how it works.
because it
But if I
joins
catch
back round
that one
behind
on the
it, no?
side of the arc and then catch the other one in the right-hand side of the little arc, it's actually not an arc, it's
in
a
the
line.
Super Mario movie, they use a drain cover to split the fire, and that works. Right, okay, no worries. Yeah, you can line them up.
I mean, you can say no. I don't. Oh, if I get the blast, then I'll be able to damage another one. Let's
do that.
actually use the proper mechanics. Yes.
And remix.
Okay. So
So this thing's a melee with you. Are you taking a step back?
oh, son of a bitch.
Because it'll upgrade the difficulty of your check if you try and fire a ranged weapon
If
immediately.
the other guy, then it,
Remember, there's no opportunity attacks in this system as well.
yeah, exactly. So, but I can just attack the other guy, the guy at the back. Oh, but then this guy won't be on fire. Fine. I'm gonna move just out of engaged range,
Mm-hmm.
but keep it close.
Yeah.
Right. And you said they've got 2 range defense.
That's correct. So it's going to be 4
Okay.
because you got to attack them both, right?
What, it's
I'm
gonna be
joking. I'm
4
just trying to
blacks?
confuse you. Don't worry.
What? You did confuse me. I was like, yeah. Okay.
I've had a bad day, so I'm just being cheeky.
Okay. Can I use my critical to hit?
Yes.
Okay. So I use my crit to hit. That's 10 damage.
To
No
the-
PS.
To this one. No PS, okay.
Yeah.
And now he's on
And then
fire.
I will use the 2 advantages to blast.
Yep.
So that means I catch the other one
With 10 damage.
with 10 damage.
And remix for 10 damage.
Oh, yeah!
I want to read the flamethrower thing again because I'm pretty sure it said something about like you can choose.
When triggered, targets engaged with the target suffer wounds equal to the rating.
No, that is for grenades.
No. You said activate blast on your fire.
Yes. Okay, fine. Screw
Remix
it,
might
sorry.
be joining the dark side.
Take some damage, Remix.
10 damage. My soak counts, right?
Correct.
Yeah. It's getting a bit fucking warm in here, isn't it?
And is he on fire as well?
No, the blast doesn't set people on fire, as far as I'm aware.
It's just the burn. Oh, so you have
Is
to
there-
you have to activate burn. So that first one that you attacked isn't actually on fire because you activated the blast rather than burn. Is that right?
No, the burn just happens as far as I'm aware. With a flamethrower, if you hit the person, they're on fire.
So the burn quality down here says when triggered, target suffers weapons base damage a number of rounds equal to the rating. Does it have a advantages? Yeah, to activate.
No, it doesn't say that, and it doesn't say anything about advantages to activate blast either.
Okay, no worries. We'll carry on as if everything's on fire.
I'll keep looking into that, and I'll make sure. I'll
No
go and read it.
worries, no worries. Right, so that was PC slot 3. Okay, PC slot... no, that's NPC 2. So that guy takes 10 damage at the beginning of the round. He doesn't like that at all. And he's going to take a swipe at Remix the On Fire. I might get a blue dice
That's
again.
my new title. Remix Beyond Fire.
Damn it! This guy
Excellent.
takes a swipe at you, but his optical receptors have got heat haze and he completely misses with his spear.
Remix the Blazing.
That's a good one.
How that?
Ross, do you have range defense?
Yes, 2.
Okay, no problem. So, 1, 2, 3. You're in short range. Nice, nice, nice. The one behind, who also takes 10 damage at the beginning of his turn, which he's not happy about. Yeah. Puts forward an arm and fires a blaster bolt at you. Oh, Jesus Christ. And his heat haze has sent off his sensors and he can't hit a thing. I wonder if I can spend an advantage to put myself out. We'll see.
It's an action, I think.
Okay. No worries. So he misses. Over to PC slot 4, which is Remex, the All Bernie.
Are they close enough to each other that I could get between the two of them and be engaged with them both?
For a light side point, yeah.
I mean, you're fighting in a doorway, right?
Well, like one of them came further into the room and one of them stayed at the doorway.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what the distance between them is. It's fine. Forget that. Okay, I will attack the one that just attacked me, the one that advanced. And there we go.
One black die.
Sorry. So 3 success,
Yep.
1 advantage. So it is 6, 7, 8 damage again.
Yep.
And 1 advantage. I will pass that to the player at the top. I'll pass that to Limit Beige.
Oh, yes, because he's next, is it? I'm going to not get involved anymore. I'm making things worse. I threw a spear. Good throw, but can I have that back when you're done?
No.
But he's not getting involved now.
I do like a sideways swipe on this one.
So we're
And
going.
pass the break for the next player.
There is. We're going to go all the way to the top of the round.
And have a break.
Have a wee. Yeah. Right. Back in a moment.
Nice.
makes me disappear if I turn sideways.
Stealth mode.
Stealth mode.
That's what you need, though. Stealth mode. Well, at work. Yeah, I realised that having one rocket was probably a bit lame. Sorry, I should have thought about that earlier. That's why I texted you. I was like, "Yep, better have more than one."
Yeah, well, it doesn't say how many on the thing. It just says that it's limited one insofar as that, like reading the thing that Nick sent, you basically have to reload.
Mm-hmm.
Use more, but you do have a limited number of rounds. So that was what I wasn't sure of how many there were.
Yeah.
I double checked, Dan, and yes, you are right. You have to pay 2 advantage to activate burn, and you have to pay 2 advantage to activate blast.
So, Remix isn't on fire.
Well, Remix doesn't take damage, because I would then rather activate burn on the guy that was right in front rather than doing the blast, because it doesn't. I'd rather have him on fire.
Okay, so I need to reverse
10 damage on the back guy. And Remix, you can have your 10 damage taken away. As Dan was right, you have to either pay 2 advantages. Well, you have to pay 2 advantages for burn. But I would rather set the guy on fire, then activate the blast and deal damage to everyone. So that hit you, you can have the health back.
Cool. That's good news.
I agree. And then I need to take off 1 lot of 10 damage to the guy because the blast didn't happen.
Yeah.
Wait for Nick. I could do one of the other guys while he's not here.
Oh, sorry, I'm here. I was
Oh,
just
okay.
muted and playing on my phone. 1 second.
So we've got a lot of light side points to use, guys. What do you think about? So this is a chemistry lab, right? I wonder if Dan would permit us to burn a light side point to say we found one of these. It's like a special virus grenade.
No, that's rarity 9, not a chance.
You said this stuff's really rare.
Flip a light side point and say we find like 30,000 credits worth of stuff.
I'm flipping the light side point to find more rockets. Don't know about anybody else.
Yeah, go for it. We need to use them up.
I've already used 2 out of 3.
Right, okay. All ready? Yes. So the big hulking guy charges up his fist, looks like he's going to hit Jurassic, and steps past him, all the way up to stand in front of Reed, and then dosh on tops of his head. Have you got any melee defense, Reed?
No.
No.
Oh shit.
Oh dear. Boff.
Sound of a tin can ringing out.
7 damage because his strength was reduced by 1. So 7 damage coming in. So that's 7 minus your soak.
7 minus 3, so 4.
And you hear an audible clang as well. Actually, it's not. It's kind of like a wet slap because it's the chili over the fist rather than the clang. So, and as the
And a sad beep.
yeah, the sad beep. I'm not sure what to use that threat on, so I'll just make him suffer another strain. PC slot 1.
I would be big mad if that was someone that I cared about, but seeing as it's just some random noob we're not too bothered about it, right? So he's just slipped behind me, hasn't he? So he's gonna turn around and just take a slash up his unprotected. No, wait, it's hit him with his sword and his unprotected back. Not we up him. That's weird. One melee defense. Here we go. Oh no!
Oh no!
I want advantages.
And crits coming in today. What we got in damage?
Just 10 again.
Okay.
And oh Christ, I don't remember what to do. 2 threat. What? I need to reload my sword. No, that doesn't work.
You can give him a blue die on his next check. You can
Yeah.
allow him to make a maneuver for free.
No.
He will have a blue die on his next check.
Yeah.
PC slot
You
2.
should allow him to make a free maneuver, and then he can't because of the crit that's on him. That means he can't take free maneuvers, so it all cancels out.
No, I love the blue, thanks. PC slot 2.
I'll go. I am very happy to go. I think it would be prudent if we left. It's time to go. And I will start heading towards the stairs and then position myself at the top of the stairs. Well, go up the first little flight and then rain flame back down on the bots. Can I get an angle? Is there an angle? Do I need to fire before I go?
I'd say you'd have to fire before you move because
That's fine.
one came into the room, the other one was at the doorway, so if you ran up to the first level of stairs, you wouldn't be able to see either person.
Cool. I will go ahead and make burning times.
2 range
I'm
defense.
going to attack. I'm going to attack the one at the back.
Okay,
Not the close one.
one at the back. Got it.
I don't know what I'm doing. I remember now. I'm pressing a button. Full damage.
12.
Yes, 12.
Okay.
And then I'm going to move up to just the first flight of stairs.
Okay.
You said it's a square staircase with an open central core.
That's right.
Okay.
PC slot 3.
I'll go. I'm engaged with the one in front of me, aren't I?
Correct. You can move though. There's no negatives of moving away.
I think this is more thematically fun. I'm just gonna whip out my arc welder and zap the guy in front of me. So that is... Oh, I don't know how good I am at melee. Where is melee?
It's the one I didn't do well for you.
Oh god. No wait, I changed that. No, I'm not doing that. that would have been really fun, but also no. Sorry.
Death.
Okay, so I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna do a light blaster. So difficulty would be...
So if you step back, you'll be in short, so it'll be 1. But he's got 2 range defense, which is 2 black.
Okay. I miss. And then I move. I know I already moved, sorry.
We'll save that threat up, shall we? I'm not sure what to spend it on. So you can take a strain. Take a strain. That'll do. That was stressful. That's the easiest thing to do, isn't it? System strain, as it were. Donk. Right, NPC 2.
Got the big sad.
Might have been better with the welder.
Might have been. Richard Remix, you are being slashed at by this thing in front of you. Hey-ya! He hit. For 5.
So even though I've got 5 soak, I still take 1 damage, don't I?
Yes.
Noted.
And it's going to allow you to make 1 free maneuver by spending its 2 threat.
Aim.
Nice. Right now, or can I do it on my turn?
Well, it allows you to do a maneuver. The opponent may immediately perform 1 free maneuver in response to the active character's check.
Question. Are both of the ones that Professor Thaddeus and I have been fighting still alive?
Yes. Do they look very good? Healthy? No.
I'm gonna
Did you take your 10 fire
aim.
at the top of this one turn?
Sorry?
I just said, did you take the 10 fire?
Can I use this free maneuver to aim?
Sure.
And then when it gets, because you can bank an aim for the next turn, can't you? So I'm gonna just aim.
Yeah.
Ready.
And then double aim. Pull your arm back further. Okay, cool. Right, NPC 3, he takes some fire damage. Oh, he definitely isn't looking healthy, but he's going to take a shot at Remix, because Thaddeus has done a runner past him. Have you got any ranged defence, sir?
I do. 1.
Oh, nice. And he's going to aim. Pew! Oh, for God's sake, this guy has been useless, the one that stepped in the doorway. Okay, PC slot 4, which is
Right.
that guy.
I'm not going to double aim because there's plans. But I do have my aim. So I vote. 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
How does this thing die under your blade?
So I kind of lean backwards. So I think he just thrust at its head and through its head. And the head separates from the body, and then he does like a samurai flick and flicks off the head, and it rolls along the floor.
Okay.
I am then going to run to the box, which Triassic slid towards the door, and I'd like to pick up the box. I appreciate that might be an additional maneuver. Can I take some strain to get me an extra maneuver, and with my 2 maneuvers, pick up the box and run out the door? Past the one in the door.
Instead of taking strain. To pick up the box as part of the maneuver.
But then he wants to move as well, right? So,
Yeah, but I'm saying spend a light side point and just be cool about it.
if you want to.
Or
want
is
to-
that something you could do? Is what I'm saying. Or is that like
If you really want to spend a light side point on the manoeuvre for picking up a crate, maybe you use the force as you get close to it, and therefore haven't got to bend over.
I think it's quite heavy, this box. I'm imagining it's quite heavy.
Let's
I don't
keep
think my force move is good enough for that.
let's keep the strain.
Okay, how much strain would it cost me?
2.
Okay, I'm going to use second wind as an incidental to lose 2 strain. I'm going to cancel it out with my second wind.
Okay.
And I'm going to run to the box, pick up the box, and run past the flaming robot in the door after Professor Thaddeus with the box.
Okay.
I shouted back, time to run, for the other 2.
Hot on your heels, you hear, okay! And you just see Professor Beige pick up the spear that's now in the dead robot, pick it up and follow you out the door. Okay. Up to the top of the round, the big beastie is going to turn around. That guy's dead. It's going to turn around and whack off Triassic again. He's going to aim this time.
Oh, what?
Whack him off.
He is going to whack him
yeah.
off. Have you got 2 melee defense, wasn't it?
I get none.
None. Oh, yes, okay.
One character.
Pow! Oh, damn it. Didn't hit. I was going to hope him for advantages to get the knockdown ability, but never mind. Okay, he takes a big old at you, and he's going to apply a black die on your next turn instead. Over to PC slot 1.
Hello.
This room's getting hot, by the way.
I'm also gonna point out just a minor fact that I forgot that I have frenzied strength, so I've not been adding extra damage onto my rolls.
Oh,
So I'm going to do something I've probably not done before as well, and I have frenzied attacks. Sorry, feral strength. Feral strength gives me strength. I've got something called feral attacks, which lets me suffer strain to upgrade my checks.
ooh.
So I've got 3 yellows, 2 greens. I'm not going to do the aiming. And I've got a black for his melee defense, a black from last turn for my threat, and a black from this turn for his advantage.
Yes. That sounds like lots of dice.
And 2 purples.
And I'm hoping for cancelled out.
And no, I'm not going to spend a light side point. Bow. It does cancel out.
Ooh.
I am going to impose some with two advantage. I'm going to impose some environmental disadvantage upon the big dude.
Okay.
Maybe now it's starting to get hot. He's a bit starting to like solidify or melt or something. The gel that's on him.
Okay.
And I'm I'm not going to ask for consent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a light side point to scoop Reed up in my robot arms and carry him for a manoeuvre's worth of distance.
Okay.
As I spend my manoeuvre to move.
Okay. So get closer to the door.
Yes. I say, I can't even remember what fucking accent I'm meant to be doing for this character now. I keep going to just do gruff.
Danny Dyer.
Oh no, there's pressure now and I've just choked. I can't do it. Alright, geezer, let's go. Let's get a wiggle on. And he's just going to scoop him up and move him and then put him back down on the floor.
Okay, no worries. So let's say that you've got
Practicing my Danny Dyer.
you've got close to the door. So there is that still droid that's in the doorway, well, whatever it is, and then obviously the hulking one's been left behind ever so slightly. PC slot 2. The only person left in the room is Reed and Dressic. The other 2 are on the stairwell.
3.
I'll shoot the one closest and then continue running away. In fact, I'll run away further. If I run away further, am I out of range?
If you run away further, you'll probably get outside the door and around the corner. So you could just double move and catch up with these guys. These guys by being these 2 on my camera.
That's confusing because one of those 2 is me on my screen. I'm a bit lost. I'll shoot and then run.
Can shoot and run. Okay. So you're being short distance, 2 melee, 2 range defense, and 2 black. So 1 purple, 2 black, and then your rule.
So that'll be 6 damage.
6 damage. How do you blast this thing into oblivion?
I'm just gonna perfectly aim straight for like the center of its like spine here, and it's just gonna sort of like detach the like the gel from the sort of like structure, and then it's just gonna crumple into like a weird pile of like slightly separated parts.
Goo and parts. Nice. So now the pathway is clear to exit the room. We're on PC slot. Did you aim?
I was maneuvering afterwards to get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from where you are, I have it in my mind that you'll make it to the doorway. So you'll be able to see these guys that are slightly up the stairwell. But you'll be in the doorway area to see them going up.
Remind me what I can use my advantage for again. Just hand it, use that to...
Yeah, give it to the next allied player. Notice an important piece of information about the conflict ongoing. Inflict critical injury, obviously unless you've only got more than one, or activate a weapon quality. Or recover one strain.
I'll get the blue die.
Okay. So PC slot 3. It's one of you guys on the stairs.
You have it, Russ. I've got my arms full.
Limited.
I was just going to hold to get everyone up the stairs. So, can we see the big guy from the doorway?
He is in the room. You are not.
Yeah, but if I ran down the stairs to the doorway where the other guys are, would I be able to see the big guy?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna run down the stairs, fire past these guys, a beam of flame at the big guy, and then I'm gonna spend 2 strain to run back up the stairs and wait for everyone else.
Fair enough. Go ahead. So you have 2 blacks, 2 purples, and whatever you're rolling on your flames.
1 blue from me.
And 1 blue, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Nice. 2 blacks, 2 purples. This is a tough roll. Oh yeah. He takes 10 damage and is on fire. Totally worth it if you ask me.
Okay, no worries. It lets out a scream and a half in response, and it's over to PC slot 4, which is Rimix carrying a big crate of stuff.
So, there's just the big guy in the room left. Is that right?
That's the only one, yep.
Remix is going to get running. I'm going to double maneuver my action and my maneuver to double run. I'm not doing any jumping with a crate in my arms. I'm just going to run fast up the stairs.
Okay. Lemmet Beige is huffing and puffing behind you, going, Rex, slow down! He's not going to spend any strain to move. He's fat, so he's only going to move one space up the stairs. Top of the round. The big beastie follows Trasic, because there was a gap that was generated by him moving away, and throws a punch. Oh man, I'm so bad at this game. He completely whiffs it. He's actually going to give you a free... nothing. Not going to give you a free anything. He's going to take a strain. That's 2. Okay, PC slot 1.
Did you take the 10 damage for being on fire?
I didn't know. Okay, I retract my statement. It steps forward and it takes a swing at Trasic. But as it takes a swing, it is melting and collapses just behind Trasic. It didn't hit him anyway, thematically, so it doesn't make any difference.
2 seconds.
And it collapses into a burning pile of jelly and metallic things with a big scream.
Your nosegate's sad.
I noticed the other day, actually, it comes through on the video, but on Discord it cancels out on Discord for some reason.
I think if you want, if you're on the Discord thing, on the next to the disconnect button, You can just turn off noise suppression temporarily if you're gonna scream.
Oh, okay. That sounds like a lot of effort. I'll just pull the face, and you guys can guess what I'm doing.
We're waiting for Nick. I want to replay. I'm joking.
I'm not going to do it. Yeah, so it is now melting in the room.
I could hear you. I was just giving Angie a good night.
Oh. Good night. So this thing, Jurassic, stomped up behind you, went to take a swing, but died from flames.
I heard you.
Oh, okay. But the room's getting very hot, Jurassic. I know you're warm-blooded and all, but...
Oh shit, and I just sprayed a guard of flame into the room.
Yeah, so this room is where that explosion happened in the corner. There's a fire started. Now lots of other things are on fire in the room, and it's getting very, 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 very hot.
Are we still in combat?
No.
So we all just bolt?
We flee.
So as you charge up the stairs, those that are down at the bottom, they charge up the stairs, you hear a boom, and just turn back in time to see a gout of flame come out of the doorway and then sort of go up and down ever so slightly. It doesn't catch any of you, but it just goes up and down in terms of the flame spreading. And you start heading up towards the next level. On the next level, you come towards the doors, which is the Flora.
We keep going.
We keep running.
No worries.
Somebody, imagine
read it.
somebody's going to. You go, Andrew.
It's gonna keep shouting friendship,
Oh,
like small gaps.
As you
nice.
Tricyc will slide the other spear's handle through the handholds of that box you're carrying and just uses take the box off you, Remix, so you got your hands back.
Nice.
He does it over your shoulders while you're running. He's like two cybernetic arms just come down over, slide it through, just lift it up above you, like the bin lorries when they pick a bin up and tuck it back.
Love it. Nice. Remix, now he has his hands. He's got the hang of a comm machine now, and he radios click clack and says, "Fire up the engines. We're coming. We need a quick exit."
speaking.
Redock with the station.
Redock with the station. We need a quick exit.
So speaking of Click-Clack, so what happened in the last episode is you told him to scan for any, or Orin told him before he got stabbed brutally and don't know where he is, told him to scan for any mechanical life forms that may have made their way onto the ship. However, Click-Clack's response was, "I'll get right on that after I finished doing the other scan you asked me to do," because he was scanning the local system for ships as well. So you don't find any ships after a while, but he did fly off ever so slightly to be separated from the station. And his scan completes, whatever program he does, he scans the local area of the ship, and he can get a response from the station that there's lots of mechanical things pinging around and bits and pieces, but he doesn't find anything on the ship. Of what shouldn't be there, of course.
He finds no mechanical systems on the ship. Oh crap.
He's in a cardboard box in space.
You all right, Dan?
I'm in pain, so I just need to stand up for a second. That's it.
We need to use some light side points.
Can we use some cheeky light side points to get extra credits?
Yeah.
I'm going to stand for a few minutes.
I did suggest that while we were in the lab before it all went to shit, but then it all went to shit, to be fair.
Do you want a break, Dan?
No, it's okay. I don't think the pain's going to go away, so we'll just carry on. Okay, so you're running up the ship, you've gone up the stairwell, and you find yourself in... I feel like I've got loads of movement in me now. Look, I'm standing up, I can move around a bit more. You find... Poor Chip's got kicked out of the bed. You find your way into the upper station, and you start hearing a lot more screams. They're echoing in the top tunnels, but you find your way all the way back to the docking point where Click-Clack is waiting for you. Unless you start...
Can we spend a light side point to find some valuable shit on the way up?
What are you looking for?
Valuable shit.
Specifics.
A data pad with some research on it. Valuable research.
I will allow you, if you want to stop, to try and strip some data.
How about I've got something for you.
Yeah.
There was discarded bits of clothing everywhere and stuff that looked like it was kind of maybe dropped.
Yeah.
Why doesn't that's good English. We'll flip a light side point and we'll find a blue crystal on a chain. That can be worth some credits of an amount that you'll let us get away with.
1 credit. But yes, that's fine. You can find some form of
jewellery or something.
Family heirloom that looks valuable.
Yep.
Would you like me to flip over your point? You can do
it. So just my mouse is strapped in a very small space between my microphone base and my keyboard because I've mushed my desk to get into one spot apparently.
And Triassic put random shit in a bag in the antiquities bit, didn't he?
Oh, you did.
I'm going to flip a light side point and say that he found an ancient text showing where Jedi temples are in the galaxy.
Sure. Happy.
Thank you.
That's fine. Anything else you want to have thrown into the pot before you leave? Or before you go back to the sheep?
I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay. So you you loot the bodies as you walk past the loot and the corridors.
Someone spots something shiny out of the corner of their eyes. We're passing maybe a discarded gown or something, and just tucked within it
Happens to
was the pendant on a chain.
Okay. So you make it back to the docking point where Click Clack is. Who is it?
Key in the code to do the airlock.
Yeah. Okay. And you enter the Pilfered Parrot.
And the minute that we're on, we disconnect.
Okay.
And we leave. And we consider sending the thing into the sun.
If you go back on it for that. Okay, so you take off. Click Clack moves the ship away from the space station, and the sensor beeps.
Oh god!
They've got it.
I was gonna say, there are those beacons, aren't there, that they leave when there's like don't come anywhere near here.
Don't enter. Yeah.
What did they use them for? But for like, do we have any of them that we can? Does everyone carry them?
Oh, a light side point would mean you could leave a beacon here.
I mean, I don't care that much about people, but
that's fair enough. Do you want to leave a beacon here to let someone know that someone's been here? That might implicate you if there was security footage. But there wasn't.
we stole loads of stuff, didn't we?
Yeah,
good point.
Okay, so Click Clack disengages the ship from the station and starts to spool up to fly away, and the scanner pings for what he was searching for the second time round, which is like, a mechanical energy or whatever, and he goes, I can't do the bug voice, but he goes, what is that? And out of the front view screen, it looks like a net of these things all joined, and they start to enclose in towards your position.
Like in Guardians of the Galaxy, the Nova ships can do that, can't they?
Yeah, linked together. Yeah, so they look like a giant net of humanoid thingy-majigs.
Hyperspace.
Pardon?
Hyperspace.
Okay, no worries. That's fine. If you want to do that, that's no worries at all.
Click jumps onto the gun, the ion cannon. If it takes long to punch in coordinates and to plot a trajectory and all of the stuff you have to do before you hit the hyperspace button, you'll get on the ion torpedo and fire it at this bunch of shit.
Okay.
If it's necessary.
Is it necessary? You guys are on
I
the
mean,
ship.
it does take time to plot a course and punch it in. It's not just press a button and go.
No.
If Ross wants to start blasting away, then crack on.
I mean,
You don't have
it's
to.
up to Dan. So
Well,
whether
We can do it thematically. Click Clack. Sorry, I'm talking on behalf of Click Clack. Here he's tapping coordinates into the computer. You know, everyone's in a bit of a panic. You guys have seen what these things can do. You're now in a ship. These guys eat mechanical things, and you guys start firing off lasers and missiles and bits and pieces. And just as they start to come a bit closer and closer and closer, Click Clack slams on the button and you disappear into hyperspace. And from the outside of the ship, you just burst a hole in the middle of these things, and they just sort of it does damage, doesn't it? So I guess maybe the energy signature ripples through them, and they all start floating aloft by themselves. Whether they're dead or not, we don't know. You didn't take around for that one.
are they like in space screaming, but you can't hear them? Their little mouths are just open, going.
In space,
Oh.
no one's going to hear you scream. That's it. And you shoot off into hyperspace.
Click, clack, read, click, clack.
You have acquired a new. Hang on. Where is Orin?
More friends.
He didn't make it.
And he took that goddamn disruptor pistol with him. What a dickhead.
They are quite the rarity. It is unfortunate to have lost such a weapon and such a compatriot.
We'll have to pour some whiskey out for him.
Some oil. For the droids.
Observing human rights number 3521. Flesh bags consume alcoholic beverages instead of synthetic oil.
Just splash it in their face.
And wrong voice. An astromech that may be useful on this ship. Perhaps he can assist.
Read assist.
My initial analysis of his abilities is he's quite competent. I mean, those rockets that he fired were very effective, and he managed to blast one of those screamers to bits. Quite impressive, really.
Rockets more?
It's more.
Yes.
But not right now.
Destination? Where?
We are returning to our employer to offload our goods. I am assuming that you acquired salvage for the Baron.
We did.
I
We need to
hope-
just go through the hall and get a credit check.
hope this is worth the loss of a companion. You know
won't
what
be,
they
right?
say, live fast and die young.
Do you want me to start evaluating everything? I mean, we've got a box of things. I don't know what's in there.
Yes, please.
Yes.
It's Dr. Page.
Okay, I'm going to go to the kitchen and make some noodles, and then I'm going to start the valuation, if that's okay. Yes. See you soon.
Can you do the evaluation first and then the noodles?
I'm wasting away here, Thaddeus.
Common observation says you are nowhere near wasting away.
Charts, they don't mean a thing. and he'll take the case that clearly was very light for you guys, but very heavy for him. So he's kind of like ape carrying it, through the corridor. And then we'll go through hyperspace back to thingy if there's nothing else. But I'm going to ask very kindly if we can stop, because I'm in a lot of pain and I don't know why. So I'm going to ask if we can call it a night, if that's all right.
Where's your pain?